a continental platform to make sure that young people can interact, exchange, get to know each other, but also foster this sense, of Ubuntu and solidarity. Something that I realized, and coming from the diaspora, I grew up in Italy. Sometimes it's quite funny when I interact with some young people, seeing a lack of understanding of what's going on inside our continent, or not even knowing what's beyond our region. I'm originally from North Africa. How can we not know the countries in our continent? How do we not know the political dynamics within our continent? But we are very aware of the elections in the US, or we are very aware of what's going on in Europe. So having this platform for young people to interrogate the most pressing challenges while fostering that sense of solidarity, it's what, ULEAD is about. And yeah, so this year we managed to go Africa. We are doing so organically, so no pressure. But even though I'm seeing that we have a great power of mobilization, and again, it's thanks to partners like JACT and Sharon, who came on board, seeing the vision, and they are doing an amazing job. And this is allowing us to touch upon the different regions, getting to know what are the most pressing issues. So if the question is about the program, we went to Africa, yes. When the question is about the summit, it's the same. Now, maybe the summit will not feature all speakers from different countries. Again, I wish to reiterate that we are doing this transition organically. But I'm very pleased to let you know that yes, we have speakers from different countries of the continent, that yes, we will make sure that interpretation in at least the 5 official languages according to the EU are provided, that yes, sign language is provided, and on the same that in the virtual platform 20,000, we hope that all of you can come together and get to know each other. Now, this was a poem, so if I translate it also in French, I will end at till 7:40 speaking, but maybe what I can do, Fiona, I will text while Sharon talks. So maybe that could be also another solution.
Okay, thank you. That's actually a great idea, so that we don't leave, at least we have the highlights in there so that we don't leave anyone behind. Thank you so much for that explanation. I think that goes a long way in helping our audience understand that, while this is something new, we were previously just East Africa, but we are stretching across because we want all these good things to be for everybody, okay? So slowly by slowly, we want to get as far reaching as possible. So yeah, just in case you were also wondering about it, I think Sodfa has made it really very clear. Oh, one more thing that I want to actually say now is that we got so many requests last week for a WhatsApp group. Everybody was saying WhatsApp group. So today, actually on Monday when we launched, we finally opened 2 WhatsApp groups, in fact. So I am going to ask Ange to send the link for One Young Africa 2, because there are 2 groups. So the first one is full, but everything that's on the first is on the second. So don't worry about it. We send the information across. It's been so far a great networking space. Young people are letting us know what they do. We are supporting them. They're supporting us. So feel free to come on board. It's a great place for conversations and just networking with people. And if you also just want to keep updated in real time, maybe you're not a social media person, those groups could help you just always keep, in tune with whatever is going on with ULEAD, as well as the so many young people that are sharing from various places. So go ahead and tap that link when Ange sends it shortly. So just look out in the comment section. I'll let you know as soon as she sends it. I'm sure she's going to send it in just a moment. So let me go back to Sharon about our partnership. So we are, we're, like Sodfa said, this year we are really going all out. We're going to have translations for the 5 major languages across the continent, so that our the majority of people are going to be attending virtually, so everyone will be able to, to really take part, engage, understand what's happening. And so I wanted to ask Sharon, I know you're from Gabon. I know, in fact, you're the one who told me, no, I want my Francophone people to attend this unplugged and be able to understand what's happening. And I thank you for that, because that's something that we have to consider moving forward, because we do want everyone, regardless of what language they speak, to be at least the majority, to be able to take part in some of these activities. So let me ask you, Sharon, as far as your country is concerned, I can't ask for all Francophone countries because you can only speak for yourself, but at least for you, for your organization, for the people that you can reach, how do you think that the ULEAD Summit is just going to do more in bringing us together, as far as just spreading out beyond the region? Because you've been with us for a little bit, you've seen what we do. How do you feel that this summit that we've been presenting to you, these are the forums, this is what we plan to do? How do you feel as an individual, as an organization, that's something that's going to really bring us together and push us forward in these many causes, including anti-corruption, which I know your organization is very passionate about? Go ahead.
Okay, I feel that this summit will bring many youth people as entrepreneurs, many youth people in different fields in this summit will attend, and to bring a solution, to bring many proposals to the decision makers. And as I said to my community, I told them the ULEAD platform is very important for our region, because in Central Africa, we can see the youth people, they are very few in that kind of initiative. And that's why we involve many young people from Central Africa, age from 18 to 35, to take part to attend this summit. And we think that the ULEAD will make effort to help us to attend, to reach these objectives, and to bring those people, those youth people in this summit, because they need it.
Thank you, Sharon. Maybe we can do it the way we've been doing. If you want, if you are comfortable, maybe you could just share a summary of that in French.
Ok, j'étais en train de dire que ce sommet est vraiment important pour nous, jeunesse d'Afrique centrale, parce que après constat, depuis que nous avons rejoint le ULEAD, nous nous sommes rendus compte que la jeunesse de l'Afrique centrale n'est pas très impliquée dans ce genre d'initiative. Tant bien le ULEAD met beaucoup d'efforts pour investir la jeunesse de l'Afrique centrale autour de ce projet. Et nous pensons qu'il est temps pour la jeunesse de l'Afrique centrale de s'associer au ULEAD afin de faire des propositions sur la zone de libre-échange continentale africaine, sur l'inclusion de la jeunesse de l'Afrique centrale au sommet du ULEAD 2021 qui se passera en Tanzanie. Donc, nous sommes là pour vous accompagner aux côtés du ULEAD, et nous vous invitons, jeunesse de l'Afrique centrale, parce que c'est notre combat, vous impliquer dans cette initiative. Donc, nous vous invitons à nous rejoindre pour que le sommet ULEAD 2021 soit un succès.
Thank you, Sharon. All right. Okay, I see a little bit of conversation happening in the comments. I just wanted to let you guys know we'll have a little slot towards the end, just in case you have your question and you'd like to ask live. You'll be able to come on and switch on your camera if you don't mind, and ask your question directly. So right now we are going to get into a little bit of trivia. As we do every week. In case you've never joined us, we always have a little bit of trivia. So, we like to keep our space a little bit relaxed. We don't want you guys to feel like you're in a lecture, okay? So let us get into our trivia. The first question is, okay, just a moment. Now, our first question is, what is the name of the biggest technology company in South Korea? What is it? I want to give you a hint, but I feel like if I give you this hint, you'll know. So feel free to put up your hand if you know the answer, or answer in the comments. Even if you're on Facebook, go ahead and comment and we will see it. Our guests, don't be shy. If you have the answer, you can go ahead as well. The biggest technology company in South Korea. MTN. Oh no, Epiphany. Yes. Are you making jokes here? Oh, Sonfa.
Samsung.
Oh. Okay. Thank you, Andrew. You are correct. Samsung is the biggest technology company. Sorry, I think someone probably had. Oh, Sharon, please mute. Oh no, it's fine. Okay. So yeah, it's Samsung. I'll admit, I also didn't know, but today we have learned it together. So this one is for my people who are into nature and the animals and all of that. The name of which African animal means river horse? The name of which African animal means river horse? Does anybody know? Let me see if I can give you a hint. It's fat. It's a fat animal. Anyone? A fat animal that lives in the water.
It's a hippopotamus.
Well done, Dina. Well done. I think I'd even given you the answer already, you guys. Really, Dina, thank you so much. It's a hippopotamus. Apparently, that word means river horse, which is interesting because they're so big and horses are slender. Anyway, so our third question is, I want to see if you guys have been paying attention, okay? On our groups, on our social media, we have been talking about this stuff a lot. So this one is going to test you a little bit on whether you've been actually paying attention to what we are talking about. So the You Lead Summit this year is comprised of several thematic themes. Themes. Hey, accent coming through. Okay, it's comprised of several thematic themes. Can you mention two? Can anybody mention two of them? Of course, Sonpa, you're not part of this one because you know these things. And can anybody tell us two thematic themes? Hey guys, the Africa is coming through. Hey, this language is not ours. So, okay, at least one. Guys, don't break our hearts and tell us you don't know at least one thematic session we're having this year. One. Anybody? Does anybody know? No one in the comments? Not a single hand up? Ooh, guys, you are breaking our hearts.
Someone in the comments.
Let's see. Okay, I see Dina says gender equality. That's correct. That's the correct one. Climate change, unfortunately, is not one of them. Mark, you're close. You're close, but that's not the name of it, although it's related. It is within one of our thematic themes. So well done, well done. Under 40 political. Very nicely done. Mashaka, I see you fishing. I see you fishing with creating jobs. But no. Green transition, unfortunately, no. But thank you for trying, guys. I see that you're paying attention. Even the things you're saying are somehow related, just that they're not quite on the dot. Let me ask Seba to just put up the answer board with the different themes. Fireside chat. Okay, actually, that shows that you're paying attention because we do have a fireside chat. It's just that it's not one of the thematic the thematic sessions we're having. East Africa to Bonge, correct. Okay, I see Seba hasn't put up all the forums. but I see some of you have them. I see if you go to our socials, you will see every single one of them. Under 40 Political Leaders Forum, Under 40 Business Leaders Forum, East Africa to Bongay, the Gender Equality Forum, where I'm also here not to mention
the Aisha Peace Forum, isn't it?
Thank you, Epiphany. There we go. Does anybody want to tell us one more? Can someone switch on their sound or video and tell us one more? Anyone at all? Okay. I see someone here has said, who's this? Medoti Mashaka says, policymakers and development partners roundtable. Wow, that's very specific. That's actually, yeah, it's so specific. It's under one of the thematic sessions, but that's so specific. We love to see that you guys are paying very specific attention. Arusha Peace Forum, correct? Business Forum is actually correct. It's called the Under 40 Business Leaders Forum. Hey, you guys are paying attention. You guys are paying attention. Thank you. So that's it for our trivia session. Thank you for taking part. Yeah, I love to see that you guys are paying so much attention to this, because I mean, those are the core elements of the ULEAD Summit 2021. So I'm glad that you guys are so interested. You know, that gives us gas, gives us energy. So let me go back to some of your questions. So Sodfa, there's a question here about age limitations. Someone asked that, is there an age limit, to become a delegate at the summit?
Thank you so much. Well, our age for young people refers to 18 to 35, but as you can hear, we are saying under 40. So that's the age limitation that we are putting for our delegates, considering the challenges, but also the opportunities within the continent and within the thematics and experts, because young people are experts that are coming on board to discuss and interact on these thematics. So that's the age limitation. But my advice is that you guys apply. There is a portal. And I think that's the video we will see at the end with our great Fiona guiding us throughout the portal and the virtual space. My advice to all of you is to apply. This gives you the opportunity to have your profile being built. And then we will start the selection. Once again, I wish to reiterate that we are developing a formula specifically to make sure that our selection takes in consideration different realities, different expertise, different contexts from urban to rural. So it's not just countries or gender. And we will make sure also to balance the age, including those that we call youngest among the youth. So from 18 to 25, it's what we call youngest among the youth. We will make sure that this balance is provided. Donc, pour résumer, oui, il y a un âge limite que c'est 40, mais on va essayer de balancer. Donc, mon avis, c'est, s'il vous plaît, vous pouvez procéder avec l'application pour participer au sommet. Et on donnera plus d'infos à propos de leurs critères de sélection et des indications à propos de la sélection, surtout pour la participation physique, parce que nous sommes limités. Merci.
All right, thank you, Sodfa, for clearing that up. So now you guys know, apply, okay? Apply, and you just apply. 40 is, the Medoti, I see your hand, and I'm going to give you an opportunity to ask just a little bit later on, so you can keep your hand up, and then I'll get to you a little later, just after we go through some of what we have first. So yeah.
Fiona,
okay,
sorry to interrupt your flow. I'm seeing a question, which is we have already addressed. That's why I'm going back quickly before you proceed. Yes, so in terms of accessibility, we aim at providing sign language interpretation. That's for us a key priority to make sure that as much as possible, we are accessible and we are inclusive. So that's for the summit, and that's especially in the context of the virtual setting. We will aim at having the same in the physical one, but for the virtual is something for sure that it's integrated. So I'm seeing also my colleagues that are responding. Thank you for this, but I just wanted to reiterate this point, Fiona, because we spoke about it earlier. So we close this chapter of language and interpretation. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. So Eric, that's your answer. Yes, we will have sign language interpretation, especially for our virtual community, which will be so much larger than the physical attendees. So yeah, again, leaving no one behind. We plan to do as much as possible to have people able to benefit from the summit. Okay, let me just go to this question here. Do you plan to reach the African diaspora outside the continent this year or any time in the future? Let me let Sodfa respond to that one.
I am the physical representation of African diaspora, so I think the answer is no, sorry. That's to say that yes, of course, but again, as I was saying, we are moving organically, so we are not going to, you know, erase the 3 years and plus work that was done at EAC level, East African Community State Parties level, and transition at once in terms of continent. So this means that young people from African diaspora are very, very happy to participate, to apply, must admit, I don't think we will add this as a quota, especially as sponsoring African from diaspora to come in Arusha. Considering the number, it's very limited, 150. But young people from African diaspora who would like to attend are really encouraged to apply. And if the selection allows, then they are very much welcome, especially to attend the summit virtually. So that's my comment so far. Thank you.
Okay. Let me give Medoti the opportunity to ask this question. Your hand has been up for a while. Go ahead, Medoti. You can unmute yourself and ask. Medoti Mashaka?
Yeah. Thank you for an opportunity. I would like to ask the question. I would be sending you an email frequently and no any response that I got from you, ULED Summit, and how the organization, non-governmental organizations from the private sector can be the one of the participants and the partners to the ULED Summit. So we need the clear details. Let's leave the registration or the system to register ourselves. We have to get an opportunity as a partners, as a non-government organization that work across the world to get a clear information or an invitation. You know, the registration can be a lot, and the one can want to offer a lot on the table to bring the ULA Summit to be the greater meeting. And to participate in a greater context, we need the non-government organization to be involved. Like I am a Tanzania, I would like to speak to my language, like Kiswahili, like I am a patriotic. So I would like to know that in participating on the youth summit, which criteria on language will be determined or will be kept on set to make all the people participate as a youth on the meeting summit. And we want to give the people, young people, any opportunities, or those who are not unknown to the country, that have we say any opportunities, those have an interest in leadership in those categories that you mentioned on your website, so they can participate. You know that we have a different technologies, people with abilities, people with much interest, people with let's say passionate in leading, but in some local areas we don't reach there. So we want us or Youth Summit to look over to those people who can be, we can meet them on local areas, we can meet them on those areas that is, and maybe rural. So everyone can be able to participate and make them to grow in a different ways. As I see, much of the legislation can meet those people who have an internet, those people who have social networks, those people who have an access to internet. So how, and as we can see, African and a major continent that we are not more technologized. So the strategies to meet those people who are lured, how can you maybe tell me the strategies that you are in set? Thank
you so much. I know there are, I captured 4 questions actually, so I will go very quickly. Number 1, yes, the summit is hosted in the United Republic of Tanzania. So yes, definitely delegates are very, very free to speak Swahili. And that is actually encouraged. As I was mentioning, we will provide instant interpretation. Number 2, in terms of accessibility, the venue of the summit is totally accessible, as I heard about differently abled. On the same, we have mentioned that sign interpretation is provided in place and virtually. Number 3, becoming a partner. Our summit is co-hosted by our mother organization, MS Training Center for Development Cooperation and the East African Community. With our mother organization, we are co-hosting, co-convening the summit with the Jakaya Mrisho Kikwete Foundation and then the East African Business Council. So these are the main partners. Then we have other partners who are coming in the capacity of technical and in the capacity of financial. As you can understand, this is again to make sure this summit gets a sense and it's organic. We cannot work with 20,000 partners because each partner would like to co-create that specific session, which means that at the end, it will end up being a market. So we need, unfortunately, to be very strict on the amount of partners. We have our continental entities. Sharon is a representative of one of the organizations we are working with, and they are the continental partners. Then we have the regional partners. Just to mention, the East African Youth Ambassador Platform are actually the co-conveners, part of the ULEAD Summit. So these are the 2 youth entities. And then we have other youth entities, which we call consortium members. These consortium members at the current stage are youth organization, youth-led, youth-serving within the East African community. Hence, if your organization is in Tanzania, but is not a member of the consortium member, this year, unfortunately, your organization cannot partner with us. And that's again, in consideration of the fact that we cannot work with 20,000 partners. Otherwise, we will not succeed in the summit. I also hear, Fiona, to fast track a bit, to make sure also Sharon provides her contribution, and apologies, here about funding. Please be assured that we are very transparent also from who we get the money and how. We have Monday showcased the video of our Patreon, which means that a current campaign is taking place, a social media mobilization to make sure that we will announce our speakers, but on the same, we will announce our partners. I'm very happy to unveil a couple of partners. These partners, for example, is the European Union delegation to Tanzania and Plan International, which are the partners we are co-convening specific sessions. So in terms of how do we make sure young people participate, again, the 150 participants, it's not a matter of us trying to make an exclusive place. I would like to remember that we are in the midst of a pandemic, which means that we need to make sure that the people, they come, they are safe. We cannot bring people and put people in danger. So, which means that 150 is the number that was carefully thought by all the partners and conveners. That's the number. On top of that, 150 must be all vaccinated. If someone is applying and is not vaccinated and is not planning to be vaccinated, please remember we will not proceed with your participation at physical level, because again, your safety is important. You might be doing well, you might be safe, but you might be with someone who has other health problems, and we want to make sure we don't put in danger any of us and any of you. That's why the 20,000 virtually, it's an option, not the best one. We understand that the digital divide is a reality in the continent, and we are not arrogantly saying that it's the best solution, but it's the solution that we have so far, which is the only solution, providing a digital platform that allows people to connect. We hope that in 2-3 years, or even next year, things will get better. And so we hope to welcome as many young people as possible. But I hope that you also understand that we are really working hard to make sure that we want to give you a successful summit, a great experience, but foremost, we want to protect all of you. And lastly, I would like to apologize for not responding to the email about the partnership. I will make sure that I will find it if it was addressed to me, and I will provide my response in the same way I gave it to you now. I hope that was comprehensive, and Fiona, please help me if I missed any point that was raised.
All right, you actually touched absolutely everything. You broke it down the way I had written it down myself. So I believe Mashaka is good. We have answered the questions, yes? Okay, all right, thank you so much, Sodpa. Okay, do we have, so I'm just going to keep going. I see there's still Joyce and still, Eso, you still have another question? Oh, Eso Dong. Okay, sorry. I apologize if the pronunciation is not quite correct, but I'm going to give you guys a minute to respond, but I'm going to talk to Sharon just a little bit more before we get back to those two other people. But you guys go ahead and leave whatever questions that you're leaving. Even if we don't get them right now, we can still answer them on the group. Feel free to leave them here. And then if time catches up with us, we can still continue, okay? All right. Sharon, I see you're still there. Sorry, we have left you for a moment there. No worries, no worries.
I'm here. No, it's fine.
Yeah, don't think we're here with you, we're here. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, just in case you joined us late, Sharon works with an organization called J-ACT based in Gabon, Central Africa, and they are one of our continental collaborating partners. Now, I mean, you've spoken a little bit about our partnership and even that in relation to the summit. So, I mean, we've already talked about it. I hope that at this point I would ask you, but we've talked a little bit about the fact that we are going to have translations so that as many people as possible can take part. I just want to ask you maybe to just take this chance to talk to the people of Central Africa, okay? And just let them know that, the ULEAD Summit is this, and this is why we are going to be a part of it, and this is why you should also come and be a part of it regardless of region, because we want you there. We want you there. So whatever message you have, this is it.
Let me tell them in French. In French, it will be 5.
Okay, Andrew will give a small summary, maybe in English.
Before to talk to them, I would like also to give you a suggestion about the Portuguese area, like Sao Tome and Principe. They speak French, because in Central Africa there is Sao Tome and Principe, and these people, this country, they speak Portuguese. And then I suggest you for the translation to add the Portuguese language, because they are very interesting in the ULEAD project. And the only problem is the language.
Okay, I'm sure Sodpa has also noted that down. We'll see what we can do, but we thank you for that suggestion. We take it very seriously. All right, so you can go ahead.
OK. Déjà, ce que vous devriez savoir, c'est que le ULEAD est une organisation qui a été créée en Afrique de l'Est. Et cette organisation, aujourd'hui, s'étend au niveau du continent africain. Et nous avons la chance, je dirais vraiment, c'est une chance que nous avons et nous devons la saisir. Nous avons la chance aujourd'hui d'avoir le ULEAD dans nos murs. Le ULEAD est avec nous, ils veulent travailler avec nous. Les 8 pays de l'Afrique centrale doivent s'impliquer parce que la zone de libre-échange continentale africaine, c'est un sujet assez crucial et la jeunesse africaine, plus précisément celle de l'Afrique centrale, doit prendre une part active. Nous avons des jeunes entrepreneurs en Afrique centrale. Nous avons des jeunes leaders en Afrique centrale. Nous avons besoin de ces jeunes pour qu'ensemble, nous puissions créer une plateforme de ULEAD Afrique centrale. Aujourd'hui, il y a le sommet qui va se passer en Tanzanie. Ce sommet, on a besoin de la jeunesse africaine de l'Afrique centrale. Nous avons besoin de votre participation parce que nous nous sommes rendus compte, après étude, que la jeunesse, les jeunes de l'Afrique centrale sont peu présents dans ce genre d'initiative. Et nous avons besoin de la participation massive des jeunes de l'Afrique centrale afin que nous puissions nous joindre aux jeunes d'autres régions pour pouvoir être l'Afrique, pour pouvoir construire l'Afrique que nous voulons, mais aussi répondre à l'agenda 2063 de l'Union africaine, mais aussi être des acteurs de la zone de libre-échange continentale africaine au niveau de nos régions. Mais comment y arriver? Pour y arriver, il faut prendre part au sommet du ULEAD 2021 qui se passera, qui aura lieu autant pour moi en Tanzanie. Je vous remercie. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. So I'm going to give Joyce the opportunity to say something. Joyce, go ahead. I think if you have a question or comment, you can switch on your, you can unmute yourself as Joyce Abaha.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. I
Joyce, we can't hear you properly. There's a bit of an interruption. We can't hear you.
Are you getting?
Sorry, Joyce. Unfortunately, we can't hear you. Would you, could you just go ahead and type your question and then we can answer you because we can't hear you at all. Sorry, Joyce. Let's just, let's go ahead and type the question, yeah? All right, sorry about that. Okay, Eso Dong, I see you are also, you have your hand up as well. Go ahead.
Okay, hello guys.
Hi.
So as I said, I am following you from Togo, and I just discovered ULEAD, and I wanted to know first if it is only the summit that you guys do, or do you have another projects, another activities? Because I would like to interact further with you. And I heard, I think it's the Gabonese girl, I heard her speaking about a sponsoring for people who wanted to come to the presidential participation of the summit. I personally applied for the online one, but I heard her talking about a sponsoring for people who wanted to come to Arusha for the summit. So I wanted to know more about it and what is the conditions if, for example, I am interested and wanted to apply for the presidential participation.
All right, thank you. Sodfa, maybe you can go ahead with answering that.
Yes, great. So thank you so much for your question. No, we are not just a summit. As I was explaining at the start, we started as a summit, and then we shifted to a full-fledged program, first working at the East African level, East African Youth Leadership Program, and now we are the Africa Youth Leadership Program. We work in two pillars, youth in politics and youth in business. Within the youth in politics, we have also the component of peace and security. So let's start quickly, very few activities that we do. Youth in politics, we have a series of research that is either self-commissioned, so we do it ourselves. One of them is the Youth Governance Architecture, which keep an eye on it, because the first study on it on political participation will actually be launched during the summit. Another process that we have unveiled, actually the patron, His Excellency Kikwete, unveiled last year's summit, is the Esc Youth Manifesto, which consultations are taking place now, and the youth agenda will be launched during the summit. We also work providing or organizing roundtables with different stakeholders. Very soon we are organizing a roundtable with National Youth Council representatives, but also with government representatives. On the same, we have at peace and security level, we recently launched a network, the East African Youth Peace Network. You will get to know more about these brilliant young people during the summit, specifically on day 3 during the Arusha Peace Forum. Youth in business, Sharon has already valuably highlighted some part of our work, including the AFCFTA youth inclusion, and this is actually a continental project. On the same, we work with under 40 CEOs to make sure we create an enabling environment for young people participation in terms of business and innovation. And in this context, last year, we have conducted a study on the impact of COVID-19 on young business entrepreneurs and innovators. And based on the findings, we have launched the Youth Enterprise Awards, providing small capital and mentorship to make sure that these young people can flourish with their businesses. Now, as many of these activities are, let's say, led or touching or targeting the East African region, we are going Africa. So please stay in contact and in touch with our social media channels to get to know more about what will come out from our summit, namely the post-summit agenda, as we will go Africa. In terms of participation, as I was explaining, so virtual participants, 20,000. First of all, we will start with people applying and we go into a selection criteria. For those who have applied can see that the application process is very easy. We really want to know about you. What do you do? Why do you want to participate? So it's very youth friendly. We don't want to take a lot of your time to tell us about yourself. Once you apply and you have your profile, we will go through the applications. The 20,000 virtually will be selected, but the first round of selection is for the physical ones, because of course there are logistical implications which we need to take care of. Among the 150, as I was mentioning, some are already our youth partners, so they have a slot. Some others have a slot as our partners at continental level. And based on some of the projects that we will be running as part of what we call pre-summit activities. Some others are what we call the slot for those who will be applying. We aim at covering the costs of those who want to participate. On the same, we will allocate a slot for those who want to self-sponsor. In this context, if and how you'll be selected and you want to self-sponsor, we will find a way to make sure that this happens. But first, we need to pilot or test this formula that we are putting in place. I hope this makes sense, which means that at the current stage, please apply. As you apply, you will receive a message saying that you have applied. Thank you for your application. We will revert to you. And then we will start our process of shortlisting and we will take it from there. So again, my advice is to please apply and then we will take it from there. I'll take the chance, Fiona, I know you want to wrap up. Under 40 is not easy, especially in the region. Do you provide a mentorship program? Joyce, this is a great question. Thank you so much. Maybe because we have people on Facebook, you know, Fiona, me, I'm not techie, right? So someone has to give me something. So Joyce is asking, I'm taking over the host. I'm quite asking and responding. So Joyce is asking that ULEAD started as a political program, and my question is, being a politician under 40 is not easy, especially in the region. Do you provide mentorship program? Yes, please be connected, because during the summit, we will be launching 2 amazing fellowships, which are 2 programs. And I think for this question specifically, the one you'll be interested about is the ULEAD Fellowship, co-organized and co-convened with the Jakaya Mrisho Kikwete Foundation. On the same, we are doing a fellowship specifically for young women with Plan International. Both of these fellowships will be launched during the summit, so please take a look at our social media channels when we will open the applications. So that's from my side, Fiona. I guess that other questions can come on our way on WhatsApp and other channels.
All right, thank you so much, Sodfa. I'm going to ask Ange to send the WhatsApp link again, just in case some people haven't seen it yet. Ange, please go ahead and send that, so that whatever we cannot answer here, because our time is actually up, we'll be able to answer over there. So please don't feel neglected. We will absolutely answer your questions over there as well. We just want to be respectful as well of the time, because we are actually out of it now. Sorry. I thought I had someone say something. All right.
Yeah.
So we are. Yes, Epiphany, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, there is someone that asked you that if the deadline for application. I think that's a simple question that you can mention and answer, then move.
Okay. Sodfa, go ahead with that one. It's a quick one.
Yes, thank you. So as for the virtual applicants, we'll be awaiting until basically November 1st, because it's a virtual link. For the physical one, we aim at ending at least October 15. So my advice is for those who want to participate physically to apply as soon as possible, because very soon we will proceed with evaluating the applications. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Sodfa. I think that is all the questions that we've had so far. But again, I'm going to, Ange, please send the WhatsApp link. I'd really like you guys to have that, or in fact, I can go ahead and just do it as well, so that I don't want you guys to miss out, because we just keep getting so many requests for this WhatsApp. So let me send you a link now while we are here, and then you can just go ahead and join, and then we will. Is it okay to apply for both online and physical participation? Maybe as I get the link, Sodfa can tell you whether you can apply for both.
Well, let's say that it's automatic. If you're applying for the physical, but you are not selected because the slot is competitive, for sure, if evaluated, you'll be provided the opportunity to attend the virtual.
Okay.
So the answer is yes, it's interlinked. Mm-hmm.
All right, so guys, there is our WhatsApp link, so you can join. Oh, sorry, I think I may have sent, did I send this correctly? All right, yeah, so there is our WhatsApp link, so you can just tap that and join. You can copy it now before we close and then just join the group, and then whatever other questions you have can go over there. So we're going to close. Thank you so much to our guests. Thank you, Sodfa. Sharon, thank you so much for joining us, for bringing along the Central African audience as well. Sharon, you can go ahead and maybe just have the closing remark as we close today's session of Unplugged. Sharon, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. So I mute my. We remain convinced that this win-win partnership will be an opportunity for the young people of Central Africa to strengthen their capacity in the knowledge of the AFCFTA and to propose effective solutions to support decision makers. This collaboration makes young people actors, beneficiaries, but also partners. And we remain faithful to the side of ULEAD for this common project. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Sharon. So we're going to close on that note. We really appreciate you for spending your time with us. I hope you got the answers you needed. I hope you also had a nice time. And we're going to close with a clip that will show you how to apply for the summit so that you can know that as well. In case you missed that, it's also on our social media. It's also on our WhatsApp group. So yeah, this information is absolutely everywhere. Thank you again for joining us. We really appreciate it. And that is a wrap from us. Take care and bye-bye.
Bye.
2021 is here. Since 2017, the ULEAD Summit has been jointly convened by the East African Community and MS Training Center for Development Cooperation in Arusha, Tanzania. This annual climax event is now East Africa's largest and most diverse forum for young leaders, mentors, government policymakers, development partners, academia, media, private sector, and civil society from all over the continent to craft responses to the continent's rapidly growing youth population, their challenges and opportunities. Wondering how to become a delegate? Head over to our website, www.uleadsummit.org. Follow the prompts and enter all the required information and submit. After submission, your application will go through assessment, review, and finally admission. Admitted delegates will be announced weekly on our platforms until we officially close applications. One day before the summit, delegates will be able to log in and get acquainted with our virtual space. You will be able to visit partner booths and product stands, check the forums you've registered for, view the conferencing environment, confirm venues for all your session, network with fellow delegates via our live chat room and lounge, and view the conference schedule. Once the summit kicks off, you will be ushered into our virtual summit lobby, where you can ask questions at the info desk and speak directly to us. At this point, you can navigate to different areas of the summit. The exhibition hall. Here you will find a collection of booths by our partners and sponsors. In these booths, you can interact with our partners and sponsors directly via live chat, and you can view and save uploaded documents and videos, as well as view products and services. Auditoriums. The ULEAD Summit comprises several thematic sessions. The Under 40 Political Leaders Forum, the Arusha Peace Forum, the Gender Equality Forum, the Arusha Debates partner-led workshop sessions, and Ifatu Bonge. You will have access to all these auditoriums where you can watch live and semi-live webinars. You can also ask questions and talk to fellow delegates and other attendees in the live text chat, the lounge. Here you can live chat with other attendees and delegates in between sessions. So log on to www.uleadsummit.org to register and apply.